Everyone scream like a fangirl because they're here. On three now. 1, 2, 3. Sup guys, hello YouTube, Yummy Sorceress here, and yes, we have been waiting for these Vulcanlog figures to release for the past few weeks. We got Yu-Gi and the Dark Magician a month ago. I think it was a month ago. Pardon me if that is incorrect. But we have all been waiting for now Seto Kaiba and the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yes, they just came in today, so all of you who have pre-ordered them, today should be pretty much the first day that you should be receiving them straight from Japan. And now comes the hard choice. Which one of these will I be unboxing today? So, to be fair, the last time I started with Yu-Gi, so the human, and then I did the monster second. So, very sorry. I'm going to switch it up. Blue Eyes is going to be the unboxing today. Seto Kaiba, don't worry. I promise I will do this unboxing tomorrow and have it up by tomorrow night. So everyone, 24 hours, it's not going to kill you. Everyone say goodbye to Seto Kaiba. I really want to open him, but no, we have to do the Blue Eyes. Sorry! To be fair, though, the Blue Eyes has been the very popular one across all of the Vulcanlog Yu-Gi-Oh characters that have been released. Why I say this is because I thought it was going to be kind of the opposite, that the Blue Eyes was still going to be available after release. What happened was the Blue Eyes stayed up on the pre-order list up until about 2, maybe 3 weeks until the official release date of this figure, and then they closed off the reservation, so you could not get a pre-order in unless you probably were lucky and had a waiting list mail. And then, on the day of release, it was immediately sold out. So, I'm sorry. Many of you already know I go to Hobby Search to get most of my figures. The Blue Eyes is sold out. I'm very sorry. But don't freak out. Do not freak out. They usually make several more of these copies, so in the next few weeks they will probably have more in stock. In the meantime, if you are still antsy to get them, go to amiami.com. It is in the description below, so read those people. You can easily still get the Blue Eyes White Dragon from them, but sorry for you Hobby Search fans like me, you can't get them. It's okay. I'll cry with you at night. So for those of you who really want to just go out right now and get the Blue Eyes White Dragon, expect to pay around 5,510 yen. And that's not including shipping. So add an extra $20 to this, but 5,510 yen translates to about $53. So by the time you're done with shipping and everything, you're looking at approximately $73 to get this baby imported to you. Well, enough of me blabbing about, because I'm sure all of you, and me in particular, want to unbox this baby. It's going to be my first dragon figure, and I'm just so excited. It's a beautiful Blue Eyes. Alright, let's get to it. Let's go take a look at the box in a little bit more detail. Alright, this is as close as I'm going to get for the unboxing. So, sorry, GoPro is under construction at the moment. It will be back soon. In the meantime, enjoy my head being chopped off for the majority of this video. Chop. So let's quickly take a look at just the packaging right now. Unlike the other Vulcanlog figures that you have seen with the Yu-Gi-Oh releases, is that the Blue Eyes White Dragon is turned slightly to the side instead of straight forward. But this is mostly to then see the wings on the outside, and I like that. I think they even captured it very well in this V shape. On the side, you have, well, a little image of his wing kind of going out from the front center part of the box, and lots of Japanese that I can't read. So for you guys who are probably experts at reading Japanese, you can pretty much just translate this for me. However, just like the other Vulcanlog figures, if you take a look at my other videos, we discuss the joints a bit on how these particular figures work. So this is just an explanation on how to move the joints at a 90-degree angle in order for the arm to instead go outward. Then you can transfer it to a vertical formation. So very simple, and please, we're all technology people, we can figure this out. Backside. Definitely the different poses that you can put the Blue Eyes White Dragon into, as well as the other figures that you can buy and look for. So, Yugi, for example, you're supposed to have like the Dark Magician in order to complete his little set, and then with the Blue Eyes White Dragon, you have to buy Seto Kaiba. Please. Come on, you don't just buy the Blue Eyes White Dragon, you don't have Seto Kaiba. That and you're just obsessed with Kaiba stuff all of a sudden. Wonder where that came about. And finally, the final side. I always liked these final image sides. I think that they are just beautiful in general, and they line up pretty well, as you can kind of see down there. So I can add this one to the figures over there. So very nice display box if you choose to keep it. Side point though, if you guys do decide to, I don't know, you're dying one day and you're under a bridge and you have to have money, I would suggest keeping your boxes so that if sadly you have to sell your figure, it will go for a lot more money if it has the original box. If you don't have the original box, you're pretty much just shooting yourself in the foot here. You're not going to sell your figure for very much. So it's annoying. I hate it, but I do keep all of the boxes that my figures come in. It is a pain for storage, and I hope that I never have to be under a bridge and sell my figures. Please, no. But I still keep them anyway. So now let's actually get to unboxing this beautiful dragon and seeing all the different types of poses that we can put the Blue Eyes White Dragon into. I'm personally looking forward to this figure. At first, it's like my first dragon figure, and it looked so big, I guess. So it would take up a lot of display room, but I'm all for it. So similar to the other Vulcanlog packagings, very sealed, definitely no damage, probably unless you like stick a giant steak knife into the box, which you hope that no one at UPS or anyone is doing. And okay, easier to take off than the other figures I've had to unbox. So this is what you will receive in the main part of the box. It is just the Blue Eyes, the body part with the two wings attached. So we don't have to worry about any facial parts or anything like what Kaiba or Yugi or the Dark Magician would have. Okay, it smells like a new figure. What's that new car smell? Because it really radiates that. It really does. Wow, that is incredible. It's like it just came off the shipment line. This is weird, I know, but I wish you guys could smell this. Oh gosh, it's gonna probably give us brain damage. Okay, so as usual with these wonderful Vulcanlog figures, you're gonna have these plastic wraps in between the joints. It's mostly just to protect the joints and protect a little bit of the paint job. It does get a bit annoying trying to find and take out each one of these. First impressions, I like the paint on this. For some reason it seems way more glossy compared to the Dark Magician or the Yugi figure, and the blue goes very well. However, with the dragon, there's areas that have like very tiny details that you need to put the blue within. So there's a little bit of a paint mistake or paint malfunction. If you could see kind of on the tail here. Sorry that the camera doesn't pick this up, but like this joint right there, there's definitely not a lot of blue in there, and even some of the blue is chipping off. It doesn't matter so much. It's not like anyone's really going to go up to your figure and say, oh, your paint job on this one sucks. I mean, how rude of a friend. Come on, guys. But it's really not a big deal. What's really beautiful about this figure is that there's a bit of a shininess to the white. And once again, I found one of these little plastic tabs in the joints. But continuing with this is that on the white, sorry that the camera doesn't really pick it up too well, but the white is very shiny, kind of has a little bit of a silver platinum taste to the paint. And I think that really makes this figure beautiful and just very unique. Facial features, the teeth are carved out extremely well. So whoever did that, congrats to them. And the eyes are absolutely gorgeous. And don't know what these things on the side are called, like the horn that kind of comes out from the side. So you have silver paint jobs on the horns as well as the claws. And it's not really a silver per se, it's a blue silver. So a very nice color, and I think it goes very well with the blue eyes. And once again, this is from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 20th anniversary movie, so it's not really what we have all grown accustomed to seeing what the blue eyes looks like in the anime show. So the blue eyes in the anime show is pretty much blue, mostly. Whereas this one, and I don't think I even know the proper name for it, I think it's still called the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it might be some like evolved form of it. But we haven't seen the 20th anniversary movie yet, so sorry guys, I don't know the correct term of the correct dragon. We're just calling it the Blue Eyes White Dragon movie version, which is super silvery and shiny, according to the paint. So now looking at the joints, the mouth opens and closes very slightly, and it moves very well, so you don't have to worry about breaking it or wondering if it's even going to go. So just very little, very easy to move. The next part are these little joints that is connected to the neck, and it appears that each one of these little sections of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, they do move ever so slightly. Okay, not the top two, but these bottom ones, they definitely move, and they move very nice. They don't make a terrible sound. I know for Yugi, it made that sound, and it became a little bit difficult to move him, but at least for this figure, all of the joints, the arms, the legs, they move very nicely, and they're attached very well. So you don't have to worry about this accidentally breaking because you were too rough or whatever the heck that you do with your figures. The back part, so I guess the middle right here, it does have a joint, but it only moves vertically at the moment, so just moves from side to side. So I'm pretty sure if I am to take this out, there we go. So very easy to take apart, nothing to worry about. You will have to worry about this little middle section getting lost. Wonder what it would look like without that. Very damaging. We'll call that like a critical hit. Takes off some of the armor. I don't know, we're playing Monster Hunter now. But this is one of the joints in the center of the dragon. If you wanted to move the dragon to be more up and down and not side to side, you would turn this just 90 degrees around. Okay, this one is very hard. I would suggest getting pliers, which I do not have at the moment. If you want it to move in that certain direction, just turn this 90 degrees and easily the dragon will start moving this way. And finally, the tail at the end has two joints. So taking the tail off, once again, you can easily fix this little joint if you want. However, I'm just going to leave it the same, but nice tail actually, now that it's off. So this is one of the joints that comes with the blue eyes. The second joint is about 4 of these scales downward, and it's a smaller joint. So at the moment, with the way your figure comes, the tail will just go up and down. Oh, and I even see an even smaller joint at the end. Wow, this tail is very versatile. You can make some S shape. Okay, this one is a bit tough to get out. Oh my, it is tough. There we go. So this is a very small and delicate joint. Do not put a lot of pressure on the very tip of the tail one, just for your own safety, because it really is delicate, and I don't want you guys breaking the very tip of your Blue Eyes White Dragon tail. Now let's see if I can get it on without killing anything else. Okay, snaps in pretty well. But other than that, the tail, at least for now, just goes vertical, so you can curl it into a nice little shape here. That's actually a nice little shape. Curled up. This is how the Blue Eyes White Dragon sleeps in my mind. Kind of this way, though. And one last little comment on just taking a look at the blue eyes right now before I get to the wings, is that I am annoyed when they do this sometimes. I know that they do it for protection reasons on their products, but on the belly of your blue eyes, they have their copyright symbol, and At least they put it in a discreet place. You don't necessarily have to worry about it being seen, but I don't really recall on Yu-Gi or the Dark Magician ever seeing a little copyright symbol anywhere on them. Now I have to go back and look. On the hands and on the feet, joints as well. So these, just like the bottom of the tail, these are very delicate joints, but you can easily take the arms off and change the direction of the joint if you so want. So at the moment, the hands go up and down, so they're not going side to side very well. So if you wanted, just turn the joint a little bit, which you can even kind of do because it's so small, and it'll start going horizontally as well. But I applaud whoever made this figure so far because the joints move very, very well. Unlike the Yu-Gi one, and even to an extent the Dark Magician that were from Vulcanlog, is that their joints were a little bit stiff when they came to me. This one, however, I don't hear barely any sounds when the joints are moving, and they are super easy to move. So beautiful figure, beautiful joints, beautiful paint job. Now let's take a look at the wings. Blue Eyes is sleeping at the moment. Kind of looks like a little puppy dog that you can just rub the tummy. Weird. Now, taking just a quick look at the wings, these are absolutely gorgeous. And the wing part, so up here, it's not really PVC. It seems more like plasticky, little bit. But that means that they are very, very delicate. So you definitely don't want to be putting a lot of pressure on this. But really just on closer inspection, you can a little bit see it on the camera, but very glossy, very beautiful. The paint job on the wings is exquisite. There's not a line out of place, and there's a couple of little tabs that if it really bothers you, you can shave down with a Dremel. The sculpturing, absolutely beautiful and excellent. Each of the wings come with one joint, and with these, you can move them if you want into the 90-degree formation. These seem a little stiff, though, upon first impression. I'm starting to wonder if these even move at all, and I'm beginning to think that they do not. So these may just be static joints where you just can't bend them towards yourself, for example, or away from yourself. You can, however, twist them into your 90-degree formation. So you can have a little bit of versatility with your figure. So let's attach these little babies to our sleeping Blue Eyes down here. Okay, so I got one of the wings on. I will warn you guys right now, the hardest, most delicate part of this figure is attaching the wings. So I probably did not get the joint in all the way because I was scared that I was putting a little too much pressure on the delicate wings right here. But you really do not see the joint that badly. It blends in pretty well with the figure, but just for an example, I now have to attach the second wing, which I'm a little scared about. And to attach the wing on like which wing goes on which side, according to the box, the wing that has like the indented area right here is supposed to be shown to the front, whereas the smoother, bubblier side goes towards the back. Then again, I never studied dragon anatomy here, but whatever floats your boat, I don't think it matters. But I'm trying to insert the joint into the hole right here. It's tough. It's really tough. So you just use a very twisting motion, very slow. Do not put as much pressure as what I think I'm putting on this. And need to twist this a bit more. Get your arm out. Come on. Okay, obviously I am not the expert when it comes to building a dragon here. Ugh. Okay, you know what the wing is on as much as it's going to be without me scaring myself. But absolutely gorgeous once these wings are on. Look how beautiful that is. I'm so happy that I decided to get this figure. Originally, I was just going to get Seto Kaiba, and, well, it's the same thing. Why buy Seto Kaiba when you can't have his Blue Eyes? He'd just be very depressed. Absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. It will take up a lot of display room just because these wings are so large. You can maybe bend them okay, maybe you can't. You can't really bend the wings back very well to save room on your display case, but really, who cares? This is a great conversation starter if you're an anime fan and you have your friends over. Now, unlike Yu-Gi, the Dark Magician, and Seto Kaiba, the Blue Eyes White Dragon does not come with a lot of pieces. This is good and bad. Most people would like to have all the tiny little pieces that they can get. So with Figma, they provide so many faces, so many joints or different arms or different hands, anything. Sadly, the Blue Eyes, it only comes with 2 wings and its stand. For me, that's fine, because I don't really like to be storing pieces all over the place. Of course, now let's look at the stand and see if the stand can even hold up all of this weight. So just like all the other Vulcanlog figures, the stand is the clamp type, so we don't have to worry about poking this little joint hole into some place on the Blue Eyes and then the Blue Eyes just falling over. So they provide us with the clamp, which I think is just an ingenious device piece that holds your figure much better than if this joint were to stick into a hole somewhere on the figure. Very easy to construct, and the last few figures with Yu-Gi and the Dark Magician, I was discussing how the stand, this part fits into the base here, and how it wasn't really sticking very well. This one sticks very, very well. So I feel more comfortable that once I display this dragon upon this stand, it's not going to fall off, or this is going to snap or break off or detach itself from the base. Wow, it's really in there. I really like that. Now, it's kind of easy to decide for like a human character how the clamp goes. For a dragon, well, we're going into new territory here. I assume it goes around the waist. I am assuming. Why aren't you staying? Okay, that's a terrible, terrible pose, but you get the idea. Here, be happier. Be happier. Or turn this way and actually be good. Fine. So, right now, it's staying very well. So it goes with the blow test, goes with the jiggle test. Yeah, we're all good. We don't have to worry about this dragon falling anytime soon. So now I am going to pose this dragon to the best of my ability in different formations, just to give you guys an idea on the different ways that you can style the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then I will get back to you with my last few points. So for right now, enjoy all these wonderful pictures that took forever for me to assemble. And that is it for this unboxing. Pretty fast, pretty straightforward. This is mostly because the Blue Eyes does not have a lot of parts that you need to worry about. However, tomorrow, I promise you, for all the Seto Kaiba fans out there, including myself even, I promise that I will get to work on unboxing this, videoing it, editing it. Hopefully it will be up by tomorrow night. I promise. I hate to say I promise, but I promise. Oh, please get it up. Please get it up, Yami. So if you like this unboxing, if you like all the weird stuff that I do, hit the like button. Even better, hit the subscribe button. I love to entertain you all. I have plenty more unboxings. In addition, I also just got back from Anime Festival Orlando last night. And wonderful convention. Always love going there year after year. The best part was I entered my Dark Magician Girl cosplay into the cosplay contest. I got Judge's Award. So everyone, yay! Yay, Yami Sorceress! However, the main point is that I found a Dark Magician Girl figure that I've been keeping my eyes on. Wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it. I decided to break down at this particular convention and get it. So, everyone, you get to, in the next few weeks, see me unbox this wonderful edition of the Dark Magician Girl from Good Smile Company. So, everyone can stay tuned for that. In the meantime, though, let's focus on Seto Kaiba for tomorrow. Once again, thanks for joining me. If you guys are very interested in the Blue Eyes White Dragon or any of the Vulcanlog Yu-Gi-Oh figures, go to the bottom of the description, search on Hobby Search and AmiAmi. These are the best places and probably the best price that you can get for these figures at the moment, and they are authentic, so you don't have to worry. I'm not selling you guys some fake figure here. What type of person would I be? In the meantime, I am off and have to go get ready for a Seto Kaiba unboxing tomorrow. So, Yami Sorceress is out for the next 24 hours.